know it's going to be a glorious day when your W-2 comes in. Gotta love Mom. I left the battery charging to the Del Sol running and charging, so hopefully this thing is good. Don't ask me how I'm filming, driving, and drinking a coffee at the same time, but we're going to see a familiar face today. Just watched this thing yesterday. Filthy. This, over 100,000 miles. This thing's clapped out, dude. Junk it. About to sell it, dude. Yep. Scrap the whole car. Done with it. So I guess we're gonna try and take the Del Sol out for a spin today. Yes, sir. That's the goal, at least. That would be sick. It's kind of become like an ongoing meme now that every time I say we're gonna fix the Del Sol, or I'm gonna fix the Del Sol, it doesn't get fixed. Or it just continues to get worse. So hopefully it runs today. We can take it out for a spin. I'd just like to let everyone know that I've learned how to drive automatic. I've been practicing with my Mercedes. I'm finally getting it down. He's good. After a long month or so, I finally figured all the quirks out, and we're cruising now. I know how to drive auto. We're booling. We are straight booling on the beat.
You getting the Mikey special?
I'm getting the Mike Job special real quick on the beat. Large caramel swirl, extra with a shot of blueberry.
Large ice, caramel swirl, extra with blueberry shot.
Correct. Mike Job special real quick.
How do you like the Civic, dude?
With this Civic?
Yeah.
You know, I am quite fond of this vehicle, I must say.
Besides the window.
Every Honda manual window regulator is awful. Just like a word to the wise there. We'll describe this car in 3 words for the YouTubers, right? It's quiet. I love quiet Hondas. Oh, so good, right? Auto, right? I don't even mind auto. Like, I hated automatics like 4 or 5 years of my driving career. I love automatics now. Like, no problem. And it's economical. This thing probably gets like, what, 40 on the highway? Close to like scratching 40 on the highway?
Yeah.
How are you gonna beat what are you gonna buy? Oh, buy a 90s Camry. No, get yourself a Civic, right? I'm an EK person personally. I've had 11 EKs. I've never had an EG. I don't mind this car. It gets a seal of approval. Don't buy an EF for a daily. They're terrible old. They're so old and anxious. They're crap. They're terrible cars.
If you don't know what he means by the EF, he owns the EF with the Star exhaust, and I filmed that at his house last year. And it's a fun car.
That car is poop.
It's poop?
It's
okay.
Poop.
All right, so the shop is a little bit filled today. So we got Jared's Mark II, Steven's Evo. I'm tucked way back here. So we're gonna start taking this front bumper off, get the car in the air. We have to take the driver's side wheel off, take the alternator belt off, and then do the harmonic balancer and all that stuff. And figure out how we're gonna get this thing out of here because it's kind of stuck at the moment.
All right, so as you can see here, your toe's a little out of spec, a little bit of uneven wear. Probably gonna want to get in alignment, bud. Just like, you know.
Yeet, who needs alignment?
Car's junk.
Yeah.
All right, PSA, come over here. Please don't buy these adjustable cam gears unless your car is actually fast. I understand this is like a show car, so it wants to look pretty. If you're not trying to look pretty, please don't buy these. They just make timing it a pain. And these, if on a cheap cam gear, they can strip out and then it'll rotate and then you're out of time. Mechanical timing, which is bad. And please don't. This car does not see many drives, so this should not be a big deal for this car, but just me speaking on my 2 cents, these are bad. That's it. That's all I have to say.
Totally forgot about this, but the last time that I was here, I did the rust paint on the sail panels of the Del Sol, and this is what it looks like. It really didn't work that well. It worked in some spots. Like, that spot worked, but all this gray area still didn't work, so I'm gonna end up buying some of that solution at some point so that it can actually rust and do its job so that it will match the car.
All right, so I pulled the timing belt off, as you can see up in here. I pulled the motor mount out of the way, took the belt off, loosened the tensioner and all that. Many of you had suspected that this thing was off timing. I did not time this engine. It was already timed when I started messing with it. And it was off about 3 teeth. So you guys were correct. I don't know if you want to come in here and take a gander. The Woodruff key is stuck on the crank in this case, and I can't get it off for the moment. We lack the tools. But if you look right here next to my middle finger, that is your timing mark for top dead center on cylinder number 1. And over here was the timing mark that was used with a Sharpie. That was incorrect. And if you look right here, this tooth is TDC. A couple tricks that you shouldn't do, but we did to find top dead center. In this instance, you pull a spark plug out of cylinder number 1, and then you get yourself a long object, preferably a 3/8 drive extension. But in this case, we use this long screwdriver, and you very carefully stick it in the hole, and then you turn the crankshaft over, and you wait until the piston levels out at the top of the compression stroke, and you want to make sure that it's at its highest point, and that is top dead center. Like I said, you don't want to gouge up the top of your piston with something sharp, but we're making do with what we have. Okay, well there's a circle right here with a line through it, and that's your top dead center indicator on the camshaft. And then on the sides of the cam, on the sprocket itself, you have these horizontal little tick lines. You're gonna have one at 9 o'clock and 3 o'clock. And what you're doing with those is you're lining them up with the head. You want them to be perfectly level with the head at both 3 and 9 o'clock. That's how you know your cam is in time with your crankshaft. And in theory, your car will run fine, assuming you don't mess it up. Usually you're gonna have obviously timing covers and everything, and this engine's missing them and whatever. We can actually do this with the valve cover on in this instance, but generally you won't be that lucky. So, cause actually, no, I guess you could pull the timing cover with the valve cover on, depends. So maybe you can leave it on. I like to touch as little things as possible because, you know, why risk disturbing things? So what we will do now is time it up, throw the timing belt on. If the, I know on like B series, if the cams want to move and you don't have the cam locking tool, what you can do is just take an open end wrench, put it on the bolt here for the cam gear I should say, and that'll give you some leverage to hold the cam in place. So you'll slip the belt halfway on or whatever, grab it with the open end, and then you can actually manipulate the cam to hold it in place. This stuff's usually, you know, not too terrible to do, especially single cams. The cam doesn't like to hop around as much as a B series. So we'll time this thing up and we'll see if it runs better.
Yeah, this is why Tom's here, because I personally don't know this stuff. So I just wanted to make sure things are like tip-top shape for like Honda related things. All right, so battery is installed. I don't know if the battery alone is gonna start it, but a company called Beat It sent me out something to test. Now this is a mini jump pack that I can use in the car multiple times to jump a car if your battery dies, and it comes with its own leads, terminals, charging thing, car charger, all that stuff. And it even has a flashlight on it built in that also strobes. So you get the idea. Has 2 USB ports on the side to charge electronics and a battery reader so that you can tell, and obviously a little compass. So I'm gonna get this plugged in to the battery just to give it that extra jump, and then hopefully this thing will start up. All right, so Beat It is plugged into the battery. Let's see if this thing works. Look at that! So, Beat It works. That's awesome. If you guys want to pick one up, the link will be in the description. It jumped my dead battery that I had trickle charged last night, but I had known was like stone dead the day before. So that's awesome. And the perks with this thing is that you don't need to phone a friend to jumpstart your car and, you know, carry around those big wires. You just carry around this little pack in your car, and it's super convenient. So go pick one up, link in bio. And we are just right now adjusting the alternator belt because it was a little bit tight and was making a little squeaking noise. But other than that, thing's in time.
It's in time. No more loud timing belt, no comment. Loud belt!
Car runs. We're gonna let it warm up and we're gonna start moving this stuff out the way so we can get this car out of here. Running better?
All right, for the record, that putrid noise coming from the engine bay is his alternator bearings. They are roasted, and his belt is also stretched beyond what you can actually do to make it tight enough. My words aren't working right now. Yes, it is running fairly well. We now have a working temp gauge. It is at operating temperature at the moment. We're gonna try to drive it.
We can get food in it too.
Let's go.
Straight.
Damn millennials.
Bring it over the train tracks.
Oh my god, I hate my life. Oh, the car sucks. Oh my god!
That runs a little.
Yeah, that was the problem. I'm bitch made now. I don't know what happened. I lost it. I started driving a Mercedes. Now I'm a pussy.
The smell of the tire road.
That's okay. You sure?
Yeah, it's the tire.
Woo, boy.
That your car?
Yeah.
Nice looking.
Thank you. Runs fucking good. Oh yeah, that's the noise that you were hearing.
How much you say you want for it again? Like 20 bucks?
20 bucks,
I'll take
40 bucks. Yeah, you give her a good kick, she's good to go.
Not even here for 10 minutes.
How long were you off?
Already getting pictures.
So, we are approaching 25,000 subscribers, which is insane. And I'm thinking maybe we can do a little bit of a meet out here in Webster as Tom is recording myself. So yeah, if you guys want to have a meet and come out and see the Del Sol and something like that, I would be more than happy to try and set that up. We're only a couple hundred subscribers away from 25,000, which is crazy. And yeah.
Mad dope whips.
Yeah, we got mad dope whips, boy. You heard it. Things scraping everywhere. Come out and see it.
Put that on YouTube after?
Yeah.
You got like, what's your thing? I want to see the video.
Oh, just look up Divine Media on YouTube.
Divine Media?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Thanks, man.
All right, man. Have a good one.
You too. So, there's an AutoZone about a quarter mile down the street, and I'm gonna walk it and let Tom know when it is time for him to send it into the parking lot, because I want to get it on film of this thing just fucking getting sent into the parking lot, and it should be funny. That, my friends, is how you get low cars in and out of sticky situations.
How was that?
Did I pass my driving test?
Yes, sir. You passed.
All right, we're good. Well, the person that we came to see is not here right now, so we are going to head back to the shop. It's a good thing that we know this thing runs, and I'm stoked.
You've heard it here first, folks. Mike Adams is driving a manual transmission. Not an automatic. 3 pedals.
3 heckin' fucking pedals.
Whoa!
Demonetized!
This is a kid's show.
Christian channel only!
Can we roast people, or is that
No, go ahead, dude. Roast them.
Look, I got me a big old gas job. Ain't even a power stroke. I'm going AutoZone here with my big old gasser. Yee. See if he passes his driving exam. A little easier to drive now?
Yeah.
I don't know what we're doing. Oh! Yo, this man has got it.
It's alright. I still need to learn better. What perfect car to learn manual on?
This car makes my boobs bounce. Watch out for the children.
Look at their faces, dude. Dude, I'm so stoked that this thing is running like good now. It's been running like shit this entire time, and finally it's good. Like, it's idling right where it should be. Fucking awesome. Too bad I don't know standard 100% yet, but. I missed driving this thing.
Do ya?
I missed it, yeah. Oh, I missed driving this thing.
The car gives me stage 3 seizure. Oh man. This man will kill me.
We're good.
Alright, so what we got here is a 1993 Honda Civic Del Sol. I think 5-speed manual, 5-ski manual. He's gonna go. Hella noise because it's a hoopty. Look at that. He's gonna edit this and be like, why did you just talk to himself? Don't buy me on it. He's on the phone. Mr. Important is on the phone. I'm gonna eat shit on this ice. Describe it in 3 words.
Don't do what I fucking do. That's more than 3 words, but that's what it's gonna be.
I was gonna say dope, doper, and dopest.
So the car runs and drives awesome. Probably my mother black. Dangling in the ground. Idling properly.
It's idling pretty damn good. Idling
is gonna be it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. I haven't taken this car out on the road yet, and it feels good to know that it's like running good and all that shit. So yeah, the next video will be on the EG. I just ordered a camera kit for it, and we'll be installing that soon, and also rolling the fenders, but that will be in a future video. So,
Is this how you roll the fenders?
that is how you roll the fenders, boy. I think I may have.
That is the lip of your rim.
That's yep. Okay.
Eating your flare.
Yes. That's kind of cool.
You're just, like guys, drop a comment if you think he's gonna have no flares by 2019.
2019, no flares.
Oh, my hands are cold.
I don't know, boy. This is pretty good.
Take your money machine.
I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.